Hi, today we'd like to go a little bit further with our sales dashboard example and add some calculated metrics. So in this example, we have our total pipeline that's summing up the total value of deals we have from HubSpot, our won deals that's summing up based on the value of close won, the number of new deals this month, and the value of new deals this month. So we'll dive in and take a look at how those calculated metrics are achieved off of our data tapier table that's created when we sync data from HubSpot. Let's just take a quick look at the calculations, and after we look at the calculations, we'll start them from scratch. So it's as simple as a sum on our data tapier table of the amount field. For our won deals, it's a sum if the deal stage is closed won. For our new deals this month, we simply count the number of deals based on the created date if the month is the current one. And that's a little bit of work on the Excel side to find the formula EO month and then start with today's date and go back one. And then for new deals this month, it's also just a sum if on the created date based on when the month is today and summing the amount. So just to quickly jump back, our data tapier table is right here. I can interact with that via deals. I'll go ahead and refresh the data that I have in there so that it's up to date. Actually, before I do that, I'll make one quick change so you can see how those values cascade across. I'm in HubSpot right now. I'm simply going to change the value of this deal. I'll add a 1 so that it's now $1 million deal. And we'll see that cascade through. Just going to grab my table, get my data. You can see that my value right here is updated based on what I changed in HubSpot. And if I click through to my dashboard, the value of my total pipeline has gone up by $1 million. Now I'm going to go ahead and close this down. We're just going to recreate this so you can see it in real time. It's as simple as a sum in Excel, except instead of summing on a field, we'll sum on our table. And then we'll choose the field from that table that we'd like to sum on, which is the amount field. So anything that comes across from HubSpot, we can do our sum on that. And there it is, my total pipeline. If I want to do won deals, it's a sum if, which means only create a sum on the deal stage field. Only create a sum when the deal stage field equals closed won of the amount field. So we'll go ahead and do that from scratch. Sum if table 1, deal stage, and then our value that we're summing on is closed won, or is when it's closed won. And then the actual field that we're summing on also comes from our table. And it is our amount field. You can see it's as simple as working with native Excel functions to pull data from our table. And as long as that table is refreshed from HubSpot, these functions will update in real time, as will the pivot charts. So as we click through, I won't create this one from scratch, but we'll walk through it. Count if the created date for any given deal is in the current month. And the way we're getting current month is to use an Excel function called end of month, or EO month. And then we use that end of month to say today's month minus 1. So as long as the created date is greater than the end of last month. And then for our value field, we're doing something very similar. We're saying sum if the created date is greater than the end of the prior month and in that case, sum up the amount from our data tapier table. So that's a quick introduction to some of the formulas you can use to create summary metrics in a dashboard that pull data directly and dynamically from a data tapier table, which is updated every time HubSpot is changed. So right now we've got $4 million in our pipeline, 513,001 deals. If I drop in here again and just edit this deal back down to its normal amount, save it at $122,000, drop into my data tapier table, reopen my add-in, refresh my data. The value right here has been updated to $122,000. As I click over to my table, my summary metric is updated and my pivot tables are updated. So that's just one more feature you can add to your own analysis. You can run summary metrics right off of your table, or you can present them in a dashboard. If you have any questions, or if you'd like some templates to get you started, or are searching for the right formula to use, please feel free to send us feedback at contact@datatapier.com. Thanks.